Hey guys, Jackass with ApexHead.com bringing you a commentary episode for the Alpinestars car pack. We're going to be taking a look at the 1995 BMW M5. It's a C-Class car. We will be competing in the A-Class European Sedan, and we will be not upgrading for this event. And going to be taking it out at one of my favorite circuits in Forza 4, the epic peaks of Montserrat in Spain. And as you can see, we're racing with no assists on medium AI, and we are in the C417 car versus the A599, which makes up the rest of the field. So the reason that I like this track so much is basically it'll put you through a lot of different paces. You can experience the car in different situations. Has a little bit of everything, at least as far as I'm concerned. I can sort of feel like I understand what the car's good at and what it's bad at after I race it here. So that's my personal reason for liking this track so much, although I am more used to going the other direction. This is a reverse circuit. But enough of that, onto the race. You can see now riding in P7, wheel to wheel with the red car on the right. Now you can see that he's pulling away from me. Don't forget I am racing with two classes of a disadvantage to the competition. Now wheel to wheel with him again, and now the yellow car and the red car hanging me up, and large window there on the right, gonna go ahead and shoot through, and definitely has some good power when you need it. I was kind of riding the throttle there, biding my time, waiting to pick my spots, and they gave it to me. So now challenging the P4 car on the outside, and he is easily disposed of, overtaking him on the right hand side. And now coming up to one of the more tricky braking points of the entire circuit. Very easy to misjudge this. You're going really, really quick down this hill, and then all of a sudden you have to slow down quite a bit. And actually, that's a little more conservative than I would normally be, but this car's in front of me, and now challenging the P3 car on the outside, able to overtake. Now wheel to wheel, and not sure if I've got the horsepower to beat him up the hill, and you can see that I definitely do not, and he pulls away from me rather easily. So going to be taking a mental note that I need to be in front of the AI right there, because this is a place where they will pass me easily. So that's what I'm kind of doing right now, is just sort of mapping my approach. It's only a 2-lap race, so really I've only got one more lap to do it as we cross the start-finish line. So we've got some work to do here. Let's see if we can take a look on the outside, or will we? Window there on the inside, shoot right by the AI. He's slowed down inexplicably, able to exploit that, keep it on track, and you can see he's pretty well behind now, so that does me a huge favor. That's one less car to overtake here on the last lap. I know it doesn't seem like that much time, but given the class disadvantage here, it's very much in debate if I can get around the P1 car before we finish this thing out. And you can hear that I missed my gear pretty bad back there, kind of skipping along, and now the P2 car gives up his spot rather easily. And so I'm really hoping at this point that the AI isn't cheap and just crashes at the end. We'll have to wait and see what happens. That happens pretty often, especially on medium. I've never actually seen it happen on hard, but gonna have to make my move here, because this is the last hairpin before the straight heading up to the finish line, and I definitely cannot afford to be behind the AI. You can see I'm challenging on the outside, much like the first lap, and yes, able to squeeze out the P1 car amazingly. I did not think I had the horsepower to get around there, but now you can see the AI is challenging through these very, very soft S-sweeps, and basically I'm just riding the racing line straight through them to minimize his opportunity to get around me, because the track is so narrow through there. And now I want to make sure I don't drift off track around here, which is easy to do when you're not used to the car on this circuit, and able to hold on and get the victory. So, a pretty peppy little car there, especially for being 17 years old, and it kind of freaks me out to hear myself say that. But I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you are interested, please check out my channel and playlist for several other Forza 4 videos, including those with commentary, as well as an F1 2011 series. And I apologize to my fans who have to hear this at the end of every single video. I might minimize it, but, you know, right now while you're building an audience, you gotta be consistent. So, thanks again everybody, and I'll see you next time.